Mhm. Hey, let me make sure I'm presentable. How you doing? Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend, and I hope you are ready for Thanksgiving. How y'all doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Amy, how are you? Thank you. Thank you, Amy. Because you know I was going to ask. I appreciate it. I kind of got some good stuff for y'all today. I hope, fingers crossed. Let me get to my little notes real quick so I can go down this line. So much happens from week to week, I swear. So I want to make sure that y'all know. Mm-mm. I'm gonna wait until a couple people get in here, and then we're gonna go ahead on and start. Let me see. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about that too. Hey, Fanny, how you doing? Letitia, how you doing? Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. I appreciate that. What's going on TikTok? Let me know if you can hear me. Y'all know I don't like to keep, we only got an hour to try to get all this information out. So I like to take advantage of that time. Hey Keisha, thank you, Keisha. Let me know you can hear me. All right, so as always, thank y'all for being here. I swear on everything, if it wasn't for you guys, I just do not know what I would do. You guys would really, really, really give me life, seriously. So I don't care if it's 3 people on here, I'm gonna continue to do it because somebody needs to know the info, okay? And I want to be the one to disseminate some of this good news to y'all, all right? So other than living in celebrity news and what's going on with P. Diddy and all of that. And yes, we probably talk about that at the very end to see what y'all think. We're gonna get to the stuff that really matters to us, okay? That affects us, okay? So let me see where I wanted to start. So first and foremost, I wanted to let you guys know if anyone has received an SBA loan, the EIDL loan, back during COVID, and you have not paid, and just want y'all to know. Well, first, let me stop. Please share, hit the like button, tell a friend. I know a lot of y'all reach out to me and be saying that, so and so told you about me, so I appreciate it. So make sure you share the live. I try to get out as much information as I can because, again, this stuff affects us in real time. So I want to make sure that you guys are well aware of what's going on. So the very first thing I want to let y'all know, and I know it's November, but I promise November and December is going to fly by. So first and foremost, I want to let you guys know before I talk about the SBA, if there are any changes that you need to make to your withholdings, and I'm not saying exemptions because they don't have exemptions anymore, but if there are any changes you need to make on your withholdings, if there are any changes you need to make with your business, okay, if you decide that you no longer want to have the money going, or the 1099 you're gonna receive, be sent to one business, now you wanted to go to another business, whatever change you want to make, you have to make these changes by December 31st. Okay, December 31st is going to come and go fast. Okay, so I'm letting you guys know you have until the last day of this year to make any kind of changes with the IRS. So if you plan on making some, make them now, because I promise we're gonna get busy and you're gonna forget. Okay, because everybody gonna be trying to go out for New Year's, y'all gonna be trying to go out for Christmas. So please keep in mind that you need to make these changes, because After December 31st, we are already in 2024. You cannot make any more changes. All right. So make sure you stay on that. All right. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia says hello to everybody because Cynthia always says hello to the Shamika Saves family. So, hey, Cynthia. Let's see. Miss Ora says, good night, Miss Shamika. Happy Thanksgiving to you and others. Yes, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And I will say that again to you guys before we end. So let me get to this right now. If you have an SBA EIDL loan and you have not made your payments, now you should be getting inundated with phone calls from the SBA, but I'm letting you know that the SBA said that they will not refer your loan to the top program. That is not necessarily true. If you do not know what the top program is, that is the Treasury Offset Program, meaning if you have not made arrangements, you have not paid or made payments, your business is struggling, whatever that may be, please know that they are going to refer your loan to the Treasury Offset Program, which means your student loan refund, excuse me, your income tax refund will be snatched. Okay. Some people are receiving letters. Okay. So that may not be you guys, but I'm just letting you know, please do not be under any you know, don't listen to them, okay? Because they make changes all the time. Y'all know how the government is. They change. One day is this, the next day is something else. So if you have not made payments, you need to work out some kind of arrangement so that it does not go into collections, so that they are not taking your income tax refund. Student loans will not be referred to the Treasury Offset Program. So if you have not made payments since student loans have come into their repayment status, you do not have to worry about that. But they are doing it with child support still. They're doing it with any type of unemployment wages that you have been overpaid and you haven't paid them. And they're also doing it with SBA EIDL loans. Okay, so please keep that in mind that they are referring you over to the Treasury, and Treasury will, they have no problem snatching that income tax refund. Okay, I told you guys you can go to my YouTube page, same name, Shamika Saves. I have a video that tells you what you can do basically if you are unable to make your payments on these loans. Okay, and the two biggest things that you need to know is if you are unable to make your SBA payments, you need to close that business. Okay, make sure you have no business assets because you don't want them to come after you to take whatever your business has. If any of you did the SBA EIDL loan, some of you got a letter where you had to put down that you have bought things. Okay. So if you're not making the payments and the SBA wants to come after you, they're going to say, hey, we need to get that printer, that laptop, those tables with all these things that you wrote. So I'm here to tell you that you need to make sure you have no business assets so they cannot come after your assets in the event that you shut your business down and you are not making payments. The other thing you need to make sure that you need to be aware of is the SBA states that there is no personal guarantee for loans that are under $200,000. And a personal guarantee, for those who do not know, is basically when if they cannot come after you on the business side, they try to come after you on the personal side. The SBA said if you got $200,000 or less, they're not coming after you on the personal side. Again, y'all know how I feel. I don't believe them. So, in the event that this is you, you close your business, you make sure you have no business assets, but you also need to look at filing bankruptcy if you just can't make the payments, because you do not want them to come after you personally. And if you throw the loan into your bankruptcy, they have nothing to come after you for on the business side either. Okay, so if you want more information about that, you can go to my YouTube. I already have a video out that will basically go into a little bit more detail if you have questions about that. Okay, so again, if y'all got questions, go ahead and drop them. I'm going to try to pay attention while I am talking. All right, so that's number one. Let me keep going. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. So the SBA stated that, and I think we talked about this last week, that they are no longer going to go after delinquent SBA EIDL loans because it costs too much money for them to go after you guys. Again, We're not going to take that chance and sit back and get comfortable, because they may not go after you, but that has nothing to do with them hitting a button saying, hey, Treasury, you go and get this money from their tax refunds until they pay us back. So if you have not paid, and I know I'm talking to a couple of y'all, okay, you need to make sure you cover your front and you need to cover your rear. All right. And if you got questions about that, y'all know y'all can go to shamikasaves.com, drop me a line. I'll try to help you. If not, book an appointment so that we can go over your situation. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Let me keep going. Okay, so the IRS. Now, listen, y'all, don't fall for these things. Okay, I'm telling y'all, do not fall for these, because I know I talk to y'all, so I know how we get caught up in life and we drop the ball sometimes. So the IRS is giving you the option, you guys, the option to go paperless, meaning if they send you mail, which most of y'all probably throw it out because y'all don't take it serious, but the IRS is giving you the option to go paperless, meaning you would have to log into your account to see the notices that they send you. Please, for some of y'all, don't do that, because a lot of y'all don't even have an irs.gov account. And I would love for y'all to tell me who has an irs.gov account right now, who can log in, see how much they owe, look at how what they filed in their taxes from years past. I'm just curious how many of you actually have an irs.gov account for your personal taxes, because if you don't, you should. Okay. One of the biggest things that are going to get some of y'all in trouble at tax time is the fact that you are not claiming or filing all of your income that you are receiving. If you want to be audited, that's the quickest and fastest way to be audited, is to miss income. Okay. Y'all know this upcoming tax season, they're going to be throwing the darts at us. Okay. Y'all going to see Cash App going to be sending stuff about you, Venmo, Zelle, hell, your bank. So if you do not have an irs.gov account, you need to. Okay. So I will be happy to see who does have one. Okay, Amy, thank you. Okay, Amy has one. Okay, sweetie 51, good. I'm glad. Everybody should have an irs.gov account. If you don't, you are setting yourself up for failure. And we don't do that over here on this channel, because we like to be prepared, because we don't like surprises. Now, if they give you the option to go paperless, if you are responsible and you are one of those individuals that will actually check their account consistently, fine. But if you are not, you need to keep the mail coming as it always has been, because that's another way to get caught up. And next thing you know, you being audited because you missed out on an IRS notice and you did not respond in time. Okay. They are definitely not going to be playing with folks. I told y'all the IRS has money now. They got money. They done implemented a lot of new things. I'm gonna talk about a little more in later on to tonight. So we want to stay on top of it. Okay. So make sure you have your irs.gov account. Hey Mo, how you doing? All right, Shamika, I'm glad you got one. Okay, Ocean Breeze, Latasha got one. Um, Nori B, Crystal, good. I love this. Okay. And y'all make sure your family members, if your kids are working and they have jobs, they need an irs.gov account too. Anybody who pays taxes into the IRS should have an irs.gov account, because not just because you want to see the income you earn, somebody could be using your social security number and earning income that you didn't even know you were earning. And yes, it happens. There are a lot of elderly people who get social security. Okay, my mama gets social security. So I know some of y'all family members get social security. If they get social security, they think they don't have to file taxes. But I tell my mama, I don't care if you haven't earned a dollar, you are going to file taxes. Your refund is going to say zero, but that's okay. You need to file, because if you don't, somebody will, not that they can, they will steal your social and run with it. Why? Because I do videos on CPNs all the time. People are hungry. People are out there struggling and they need a start up, a start over, a refresh, a reset. And the quickest way to do that is by somebody else's social. And that could be you, your family, your children, your loved ones, whomever. So everybody needs to file, even if they did not work or earn any income. And let me tell you something that I just learned that you guys probably did not know. Did you know that the IRS can send you to prison for a year for every year you have not filed. I didn't know that. That is completely new to me. And y'all know I'm always researching and reading. And when I saw that from a lawyer's website, I was blown because that's something I didn't know. And I remember somebody just came to me a month ago and they said they hadn't filed taxes in 20 years. So can you imagine if the IRS got on this person and said, you haven't filed taxes in 20 years, we spend you away for 20 years. I'm not trying to go to jail for not filing taxes. Okay. So now of course, it doesn't make sense for this person to go back and file 20 years worth of taxes. They're not going to get no refund. Okay. But if you have not filed in a while, your best bet is to go back at least the last 3 years. Okay. So that at least you can claim a refund. All right. So have those people who have not filed to file because they need to. Okay. So that's just something that I wanted to let you guys know. Okay, Sweetie 51 says, you and your husband have one. I love to hear that. Cynthia says, me and my son have an account. Thank you for putting us on. You are very welcome. Y'all are going to be quite surprised to see. I'm going to get to it, but I ain't going to get to it right now. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit and give y'all a little bit at a time. Make sure you follow me on TikTok if you have not. Thank you. And if you're on YouTube and you are new here, thank you and welcome very, very much. Okay. So I'm going to mix some military veteran stuff up with regular civilian stuff as well, because I'm just getting tons and tons of information and I don't want to hold it. I want to give it to you guys so you can use it. Now, here goes something that's fun. If you know a veteran, tell them Shamika said, go to Margaritaville at sea. Y'all know Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville. Okay, if y'all didn't know, there is a cruise line. Now, it is not the Royal Caribbean. It is not Carnival Cruise Lines. It's a little smaller, but here is what's the best part about it. If you are military, teacher, or a first responder, you get to have for $299, you get a pass where you can sail all year long. Okay, you can't even do that good on airplanes. Okay, so you can go to Margaritaville if you are a first responder, a teacher, or military. Go ahead on and pay your $299 so you can sail all year during 2024. But the best part about it is you get to bring somebody, okay, for free. Now they probably gonna have you pay the little taxes and fees, but there is no purchase. There's no ticket price. Okay, so two people can basically sail for $299, and that is every time you want to throughout the whole 2024. Now, if you're stressed out, you ain't got a lot of money, because a lot of us don't, you can't beat this. Okay, it is called Margaritaville at sea, or you could just type Margaritaville cruise, whatever you want. But that is going on right now for $299. You cannot beat that. All right. And you get to bring somebody. So we love that. So you can bring a spouse, friend. It didn't say who, it just said you can bring someone and they can sail with you for free. You can't beat it. User says, do you have to file it if you're getting SSI, SSDI? Absolutely. You get any type of Social Security, you need to file, even though you did not work and earn any income, because somebody will and can steal your Social Security number and earn income under your social, and you don't even know it. Okay, it's very easy for an undocumented immigrant to come over here and get a stolen ID, use your Social Security number so that they can earn wages. And you, since you never checked the IRS website, you don't even know that you've been earning wages or somebody's been earning wages under your social until you actually file with IRS, or until the IRS audits you and says, hey, you've been working for a couple of years and you ain't filed your refund. What's going on? I would hate for y'all to find that out, and people have found out the hard way. So anybody and everybody should file, especially if they're of age. They work, they paying taxes. They work, they're not paying taxes, or you get Social Security and you're not earning income, but you still should file anyway. Okay, the filing taxes has everything to do with collecting a refund, but also doing checks and balances. It is to make sure that what the IRS received about you is exactly what you're putting in when you file. They want to make sure it matches. When it doesn't match, that is when you get audited. Nobody likes to be audited. Y'all know y'all scared of them folks. Everybody's scared of them folks. Okay. So the best way to keep them out your business is to have your irs.gov account so that you can log in and check before you file your taxes next year to make sure that all of your income is matching. Now, y'all know I always got a story, but I got a text last week, and someone who lives in DC told me, they sent me a screenshot and said, "What does this mean?" They actually found out from DC that they owed them about $3,000. So they asked me, can I look into it? And I said, well, give me your irs.gov login information and let me take a look, because I want to see, why do you owe? Well, I also asked the individual to send me their tax return. So when I looked at their tax return, the actual paperwork that they got from their tax person, which was TurboTax, and I looked on irs.gov, this person had received unemployment benefits that were not even claimed. They had winnings from, if I'm not mistaken, winnings from lotto or gambling or something that wasn't claimed. So of course they caught on and was like, hey, and then the crazy part is IRS didn't even catch this yet. The state caught it. So if the state caught it, and I had to tell them, it's only a matter of time before IRS going to send you a letter too saying, hey, you didn't claim all your income, and now you're going to owe not only the state, you're also going to owe the IRS too. And again, nobody wants that. Why? Because it's tax season coming up, which means when they get their refund, it's going to be taken. And a lot of people wait for tax season to ball out, go on trips, buy clothes, new car, whatever. Okay. So we need our money. So that is what we don't need to do. Okay. Amy says, I'm keeping paper mail notifications. Me too. They're going to have to send me something in the mail. I'm sorry. You're going to have to cut down some trees to send me my mail. I am not taking no paperless because I will get too comfortable and not read it. So send me my mail, please. Okay. And y'all know how I feel about mail. If you got mail, you should also have informed delivery so that you can make sure that all the mail that is scanned in every day that comes to your mailbox is the actual mail that is going to be in your mailbox when you go to check. Remember, people steal mail out the mailbox. People don't believe me, but if you read the news like I do, you'll be surprised how many people send mail to your address, and your address is the drop. Okay, I don't know how many people of y'all heard that term, but it's called a mail drop. Okay, so if I wanted to be a scammer and start getting credit cards to your address, all I have to do is get to your mailbox before you do. And some of y'all work 9 to 5. So if I'm a person, I ain't got no job because I'm a scammer, I ain't doing nothing, I'm gonna check your mail as soon as the mailman drop it. So I'm gonna get your mail before you notice it, which is why you need informed delivery so that you can make sure that everything you see scanned is what you get when you go to your mailbox. Very, very important. Okay. So Mariah Lynn, I hope I answered your question. And that's for personal. Okay. All right, let me move on. All right, hold on. And if y'all got questions, please drop them. Let's see. Divine Heart Love says, do you know anything about trademarking? Yes, you're going to have to do that through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So yes, I do. And trademarking can be kind of expensive. All right. If anybody want to trademark anything, it can be kind of expensive because you can't just pick and say, I'm a trademark this name and that's it. You got to tell the patent and trademark office what you want to trademark. You can trademark something, but is it going to go on shirts? Is it going to be like this? Is it going to be on a pair of shoes? So every different place you want your logo or your mark, you have to pay for each area you want it to show up. So trademark is not cheap. I'm just letting you know to be prepared if you do want to trademark. Okay. Let me see. I told y'all guys this before. We're gonna talk about taxes really quick. The standard deduction has increased. Remember, 14,600 is the minimum. Okay, that's for single individuals. If you don't know what the standard deduction is, really quick, let me tell you, it is the dollar amount that you can earn that the IRS will not tax you on, but anything above that, they will. So the first $14,600 you make as a single person, they will not tax you on. Now, if you are married, okay, it is, hold on, let me get it. $29,200. So this is why I like for people who are married to file together. I don't understand why married people file separately. Look at how much money you are saving together. So as a married couple, you can almost bet, not almost bet, it's guaranteed that the first $30,000 that you earn will not be taxed. If you file separate, it's only the first 14,000. Which one makes more sense? Joint. Okay. So if you're married, you should be filing jointly anyway. But if I have to break it down for you so it comes down to dollars and cents, here goes. 14,600 if you're single. But if you're married, 29,200. Now, if you are head of household, it is 21,900. So if you, which most people like to do, and I'm gonna tell you, if you're married, a lot of y'all like to have one person file head of household and then the other person file single. Well, let me tell you, that is wrong because you are technically double dipping. If you were to add that 21,000 plus that 14, it is more than two people who are married and file together. The only way the IRS allows you to file separate as married people is if you live in separate addresses. Now, I know y'all probably know that because y'all been doing it, but please don't let them folks find out that you have been living together and y'all filing separate, because what they're going to make you do is amend those taxes and you're going to owe all that extra money that you've been saving. You're going to have to pay them back plus interest and penalties and fees. And we don't want that. So I don't want y'all sliding by trying to save $5,000-$6,000. Okay. So if you're married, file together. If you have children that are in college and you are married, they're going to make you amend them taxes and file together anyway. Okay. So don't screw up the kids and their financial aid and student loan because you trying to save a couple dollars, because they are going to make you redo those taxes. Okay. Can you do taxes via Zoom? Absolutely. You sure can. I can. If somebody wants, and I will at tax time, I will be dropping my link for the tax season for anybody that wants to get their taxes done. We can do it through Zoom. We can do it through text. It don't even matter. Okay. It's just that easy to do taxes. Okay. Hey, Johnny. Bianca says this will be my first time following my husband. Well, congratulations. Okay. And I do. I think married people, it's not what I think. The IRS says that you should and that you need to, and you should if you are married. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Let me keep going. Hold on. Let me, and again, drop those questions if you have them. Oh, this is a good one, y'all. Okay. Again, I got another phone call. Whew, I be getting these phone calls from y'all. All right. So I had somebody call me and he said, I'm divorced and I have a divorce decree where I have to pay my spouse money for alimony. And he says, well, how is she going to pay taxes and on this money that I pay her because my retirement says they're not going to give her a 1099. So how do I not be responsible for the money that I'm paying her? Will this money be counted as her income? Will she be responsible for the taxes on the money that I'm paying? And unfortunately, and this is for anybody, there's a lot of people who are divorced. I'm divorced, so I can tell you, okay? Now, if you divorced after January 1, 2019, and you have to pay alimony or any type of a maintenance, separation maintenance payments, the person that's making the payments, they are 100% responsible for the taxes and the income. Let me give you an example. If I make $50,000 and out of my $50,000, 20,000 goes to my ex-husband, no matter if he receives $20,000, I am responsible for the whole 50. All that money that I would have to pay him is tax-free and he does not have to count it as income. Now, ain't that some mess? It's some mess, okay? So for anybody who's getting a divorce, now I know this is from January 1, 2019, but we're in 2023. So if you're getting a divorce from here on out until the law changes, if you have to pay alimony or any type of separate maintenance payments, the person that has to pay is 100% responsible for the income and the taxes, and the other spouse just get to do this. Okay, they just get the money and they don't have to count it as income. I do not think it's fair, but that's the rule. So if some of y'all thinking about getting a divorce, y'all might want to think twice because it's going to cost you more money to be divorced than it is to stay together. Okay, so y'all know that old saying, it's cheaper to keep her. This is why. Okay, so the IRS said we don't care. You are going to have to be responsible. Now, if you got a divorce before January 1, 2019, okay, and you had to pay separate maintenance agreement and all that, or alimony, and you're not happy with the amount and you go back to court to change your payment amount. Say you paying 800 and you're like, nah, this too much. I don't lost my job. I'm retired now. All I can afford is $500 a month. If you change your payments, then you fall under the same rule as everybody else. So again, if you're going to change your agreement, if you're going to change that divorce decree, you might want to think about it because you now fall under the same rules and you will have to be fully responsible for the income and for the taxes on the money. So you might want to keep it the way that it is. And I'm talking to people who got divorced before January 1, 2019. Okay. And so I'm bringing this up because these are the phone calls that I get from week to week. Okay. Mariah Liz says, I'm coming back to you for my taxes again. Woo woo. Thank you, Mariah. I appreciate that. So I'm letting y'all know. Y'all better think twice about getting a divorce. Y'all better think twice. Okay. I don't want people to stay where they don't want to be. But sometimes it's expensive. Okay. Cynthia says, thank you, because in love, my son in love is military. All right. Cynthia says, I'm going to play bingo Friday. Hope I win big. Ha ha to Uncle Sam. Oh, now, Cynthia, I'm glad you said that. So Cynthia said she's finna get ready to go play bingo on Friday. But let me tell y'all something that you might not know. Now, Cynthia, you can win big all you want to. And this is for anybody. It is better to play bingo than it is to play lotto. And let me tell you why. Because if you go to the casino or you play lotto, you have to report. Even if you earned $1, you got to report that. But if you play bingo, you get to earn up to $2,500 and you don't have to report it. So the first $2,500 you win in bingo is all yours and you ain't got to tell nobody. It's like this. Keep it on the low. Okay. So some of y'all need to stop going to the convenience stores and buying scratch offs, and y'all need to go sit down there at that bingo hall and play, because at least you don't have to report that money to anybody when you earn it. Okay. So that needs to be some of y'all new hustle, is going to play bingo instead of lotto. Okay. So keep that in your head. Okay. Shamika said it's better to play bingo than lotto. And that's very, very true, because I can at least get my 2,500 and ain't got to tell Uncle Sam. But you go to the casino or you do lotto, you gotta pay. The Teresa Jones says marriage is a scam. Ugh, I don't know if it's a scam. You just have to learn these tax rules. See, marriage is loved. Okay. If you believe in the Bible, and marriage is where two people become one and we do it because we love one another. But in the eyes of the IRS, marriage is a business. Okay. And if you don't understand the rules of how IRS looks at marriage, then you will be very upset when your marriage don't work. Okay. So you have to know how it works. Unfortunately, you need to be like, baby, I know we're getting engaged, but we need to go on and read what IRS says about what happens if you get married, because it may change if you get married. Some of y'all may just be boyfriend and girlfriend forever. Okay. All right. Teresa says the way they're making it. Yes, ma'am. The way they're making it. Yes. Mariah Lynn, any new grants? I looked up grants before I came. I did not see any. We're getting to ready towards the end of the year. So basically, the only thing you're gonna find right now that, in my mind, that's free are gonna be the Toys for Tots, places that give out food for Thanksgiving, that type thing. As far as grants, no, ma'am. People ain't even paying the SBA money back. Okay, so they're not giving out much of nothing right now. But I will, of course, keep my eye open. And yes, I'm gonna get to the stimulus payments real soon. Okay. One more thing: if you are in Florida and you are divorced and you pay alimony or separate maintenance payments, okay, if that is you, please know that Florida just passed a law in July that says anybody who is divorced and has to make those payments, alimony, separate maintenance payments, you are now eligible to go back to court to end your payments, because when most of us get divorced and they say, alimony, separate maintenance, you're going to pay that until your spouse remarries. And a lot of people are never getting remarried because they want to get the money. Well, Governor DeSantis said, we're not doing that. So one thing this guy that called me was very happy to find out, and I told him is, hey, um you need to go back to court with this divorce decree you have, and let them know that you want to have it set to a certain date, because now your spouse can no longer collect alimony or separate maintenance payments for the rest of their life. The state of Florida is giving you 3 or 5 years to collect. And after that, baby, you got to get a job, or you need to get remarried to somebody else that's going to take care of you. Okay. So all I'm going to say is to the fellas or to the ladies, whoever is the breadwinner in the family, if you get married, you might want to get married in Florida, because at least when you divorce, you already know you're not going to be paying that person forever. Okay. That's just FYI. All right. Cynthia says, I learned the bingo hustle from you, Shamika. Thank you. You're very welcome, honey. Go and win them $2,500 and win it with a smile on your face. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't want no lotto, but I will go sit and play bingo any day, because I know I ain't got to report that income. Okay. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. Princess says, what about if I get SSDI, husband works but has arrears on child support? Bam. Very good question. If you do not want to file with your spouse because they have child support issues, the IRS says that is no excuse. You can file a injured spouse form. All your tax preparer has to do is add that into your taxes when they file your taxes. And basically, you are telling the IRS that, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with his child support. Give me my portion of the refund. So even if your husband, Princess or Tiana, even if your husband has arrears on child support, y'all can still file together, and you should, because you get the 29,200. But you can still file together. But what happens is they are going to take his portion of the refund and give it to child support. But your portion of the refund will come to you. But you get SSDI. So that means you would not get a refund anyway unless you pay taxes out of your SSDI. Most people who get SSDI do not. So if you are one of those that did not pay taxes out of your SSDI check, then whatever your family refund is between you and your husband will go to child support. But if you have children, it will not. Okay. You can still do the injured spouse form to let them know, hey, we got kids. We got our own children. We don't want that money going to them. They will only take his portion from the income he's earned. But your refundable credits, your earned income credit, your child tax credit, they will still pay that to you. Okay. But I have to be honest to let you know, if you're going to include an injured spouse form, you will wait a little longer to get your refund than someone who does not have any special circumstance like you, because they have to review your taxes to make sure that they split the monies the way that it should be. Okay. That doesn't mean not file together. It's just, I'm just telling you the truth how it is. Okay. So please be mindful that your check or your refund could take a little longer, just because they're going to have to, basically manually split it to give you your portion and send his portion to child support. Good question. Bianca says, Shamika, do you have information about this fourth stimulus check? Oh, I'm getting to it. I'm getting, believe you me, I am definitely getting to it. Let me keep scrolling. I got my notes over here. I don't know if I got any veterans on here, but I did make a video on TikTok, because let me tell you, I'm finding out some stuff. Okay. But if you are a veteran, or you married to a veteran, or you know a veteran, y'all better tell them that if they are disabled veteran, that the VA is giving hot tubs, or they will build a pool in the back of your house if you have one of the three disabilities. Okay. If you've been exposed to chemical agents, if you have any type of muscle pain, bad feet, bad back, bad neck, any muscle pain, and if you have PTSD, if your doctor says that you need aqua therapy to treat your condition, you can fill out an application for a grant, and they will build a pool in the back of your home, an in-ground pool. Okay, I'm not talking about the kind that's set up, in-ground pool, and or you can get a hot tub. Okay, I'm telling you. All right. So if you're interested, The video is up there. I put the type of grant. I'm going to make a longer video because there are other grants that y'all need to know about. But I'm just letting you know that is one of them. Okay. So we got a lot of veterans out there that got PTSD. So I should see a whole lot of y'all sending me videos and pictures of y'all cooling out, laid out in your pool or your hot tub. Okay. And make sure you tell them Shamika told you to come and fill out this application. All right. Jennifer says we should be able to report all those losses of the scratch offs to offset the wins. And you know what, Jennifer? That is true. You can. When somebody files taxes, let me tell you how it works. So say you won $10,000 at the casino, but you spent $500 or $12,000 getting to the $10,000. When you do your taxes, when your tax preparer does your taxes, the IRS will only allow you to claim up to the same amount that you won. So if you won 10,000 but you spent 12 to get it, they're only going to let you write off 10. But guess what? It doesn't cancel out the 10 that you won. They just allow you to put it in. So basically, it's worthless. Okay, but I'm letting you know. So don't be beating up your tax preparer saying, but I spent X amount of dollars to get this. It doesn't matter. They can only write off as much as you want. Okay. So you won 10,000. That's all they can put in that you spent. It doesn't cancel it out and it don't give you any more money. You still going to pay taxes on that money if you did not pay at the casino. Okay. Most of y'all don't pay when you win through the state lotto. Y'all end up paying when you file your taxes. Okay. So it doesn't prevent anything. Just know that that's the best they can do. It will not let you write $1 over. Okay. Thank you, Tangy. Tangy said, wow, that's awesome. Okay. Teresa, what you saying where? Let me know. All right. Let me keep going because I'm telling you, the time go by so damn fast. All right. All right. Okay. So now we're talking about this fourth stimulus. First of all, the fourth stimulus is not a stimulus like y'all think. It is not a stimulus that is coming from the IRS. And I do not like when they use the word stimulus because we automatically think IRS is sending us a check, and it is not. This actual fourth stimulus that they're talking about is you receiving money from your state for a refund for whatever that may be. Now, I checked every single state that they put that it was going to receive money. And I promise you, y'all gonna be disappointed when I tell you the two states that are gonna receive some money. And the two states that are going to be receiving money, anybody in Alabama will be receiving either $150 or $300 by December 1st. So make sure y'all tell somebody that knows somebody that live in Alabama that by December 1st, they're either going to receive 150 or 300. It's 150 for single, 300 if you're married. Arizona, anyone you know living in Arizona will also receive. These are state tax rebates. These are not stimulus checks, okay? They call it a stimulus check because y'all basically going to take that money and put it right back into the economy and you're going to stimulate the economy. That's the only reason they call it a stimulus, but it's really a rebate, okay? So Arizona and Alabama are the only two states that I saw from going to each and every governor's page that are going to be receiving money. Nobody else, okay? I know y'all done saw the one website that everybody kept showing. And y'all know, and look, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning and somebody had already texted to me and I was like, baby, I'm on it. And I went and looked and I'm like, these are lies. Okay. And some of the states that they're showing, these are refunds they've already paid y'all last year. Or some of y'all got that money this year. But there are only two states, Alabama, Arizona, should be receiving money for the fourth stimulus. I hate to call it a stimulus, but it's not. Okay, just so you know. Now, if anybody knows anything else, because I don't pretend to know everything, but if you know something, y'all know to drop a line. Go right to my website and drop it, or if you already got my number, text it so that I can give it out to other people because we need to know about that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna look at y'all questions if y'all have them. Let me tell. Now I told y'all the IRS got money now, right? Okay, so let me tell you, and make sure y'all share, like, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay, I appreciate y'all very, very much. The IRS says if you have a business account, which a lot of y'all don't, excuse me, if you have an EIN and you have a business, some of y'all probably have not filed your business taxes, but some of you have. So if you are individual that you have an EIN and you file business taxes, guess what? They have now created a business online portal. So now we have the personal online portal where you can go and see what you do with your 1040 taxes. But now you will be able to see your business stuff. Okay. I went and logged in and logged in today. Um, it is only right now for individuals who are sole proprietors or if you have employees. Okay, they're doing it with people who have employees right now. Now, I'm going to say this. It is not a coincidence that they're doing this and they're still trying to prosecute people who lied when they got the PPP. Okay, so don't be don't be surprised if, to me, this gonna make more people get caught up in stuff. Okay, so you can go and log in and create your account. You will be surprised as soon as you go through the login ID part, your information will automatically populate, especially if you already have an EIN. You may have never filed business taxes before, but baby, they got your account. Okay, so if you want the link, send me a message on shamikasaves.com. I will send it to you. A lot of people don't know about this. It came out in October. They didn't talk about it on the news. Y'all see, they did not talk about it on the news, and they probably not going to talk about it. Now, I told y'all it was very difficult if you have a business account to pull up your transcripts. Some of y'all need to know what these companies are sending about you to the IRS so that you can file your taxes properly on your business. But in order to know that, you have to send in a form to the IRS and wait for them to send you what they receive. But now you can do it online. Okay. Not LLCs are not available yet. Well, LLCs can be sole proprietors. So an LLC may be on there. If you have a corporation, nonprofit, it's not going to be ready. It's not going to be up there yet. But you still can go and log in and have your login ready. So when they update or when I come back and say, hey, y'all, everybody can use it, now you'll know. So if you have a business and you have an EIN, please go and log in so that you have your new login for your business account. Okay. So let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Tiffany. No, you didn't miss the stimulus announcement. Well, kind of. The only two states that are getting the stimulus are Arizona and Alabama. Nobody else is. Mariah Lynn says, I was shocked that us Alabamas are getting it. Let me tell y'all little governor said she wants to give y'all some money. And $150 and $300 ain't nothing. But you know what? It's better than nothing. So yes, and if you want it, Mariah Lynn, you can come right to my Shamika Saves website, and I will send you the link so that you can show your friends, because I know how people be acting like they do not believe what folks be saying. Okay, so but y'all make sure that y'all know that if you have a small business, you will be able to now log in at the IRS account and see what your business is doing. You'll be able to see if your business owe money. You'll be able to pull up your transcripts, and you will be also able to add somebody on your business account so that if you don't want to log in, they can log in and pull up your stuff. All right. And right now they are really pushing that for people who have employees. All right. So if you file 941 forms or anything dealing with employees, you should be one of the first to go on there and set up your account. Okay. Let me see what else you're saying real quick. Jennifer says, I thought Georgia was on the list. It was on the list. Georgia was on there. Colorado was on there. California was on there. Florida was on there. But I don't go by what that, because let me tell you, that was only one website. And if the IRS ain't telling me they're giving no stimulus, I knew it wasn't from the IRS. And when they started listing all those states, I knew it wasn't an IRS stimulus check anyway. Because if it was from the IRS, then everybody would get it, because the IRS is federal. But once they started listing states, I knew it was a state stimulus. But when I went to each governor's site, okay, because the governor will say it on their page or they'll say it on their state website, only two states were giving out money at the end of the year, and that was only Arizona and Alabama. Alabama has to do nothing to get the money. Arizona, you have to go and you have to go and file something. So if anybody in here from Arizona want any information, you can definitely hit me up and I will give you the information that I found. All right. Hey, Darnell, how you doing? And yes, you're late, but that's okay. Jennifer says, I've shared this live. I will go to the website as well for you to be my tax professional. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let me see. Let me keep going. Repeat. Doris says, repeat briefly, please. Stimulus information for us latecomers. Only Alabama and Arizona are receiving the funds. Every other state has already issued the money last year or early this year. No one else is getting it. So it's not a stimulus. It's really a state tax rebate. Okay. Y'all remember the news has to make things sound juicy because they need y'all to click. Okay. It's clickbait. All right. All right, so I have a little testimonial. Somebody left a message on my thing and said that they went to the high school that I mentioned. For anybody that wanted to get, you don't want a GED, you want to get a high school diploma from a real school, but you done dropped out, or you're too old, you can. Somebody said that they went through, they follow my instructions and they got a diploma. So if you want the information to the school, or somebody that want to get a diploma and not a GED, and I'm not throwing no shade to anyone that has a GED, but GED and high school diplomas, they hit different. Okay. So if you want a high school diploma, you can get this information and you can go to this school, $300, okay, and answer these little 500 questions. And yes, it seems like a lot, but it's at home. Okay. So you can take your time and do it. Okay. And get you a high school diploma. So to that lady, I don't like to say nobody's name, that gave me a shout out, that really got hers. And I know other people who have, because I helped some of y'all get them. Okay. Because I know some folks been out of school a long time. Okay. So you need some help. Y'all know I do my best. So for y'all that I done help get one, I know it's real. But if somebody else needs one, please let me send you to the right place. Okay. All right. Next thing is, because y'all know y'all care about this. When somebody starts, because y'all know they're finna start advertising the lies for how much money they can get y'all back at tax time. So I'm finna drop these numbers for you right now. Okay. If you are filing taxes and you have no dependents that are under 18, so say you are claiming your parents, somebody that's over the age, okay, you got someone that's on SSDI and you claim them as a dependent, they are only giving you $632 for them. Okay, so don't let somebody tell you they're going to get you $1,200 or $2,000 because it's a lie. Okay, if you have one dependent, the IRS is giving you $4,213. Okay, so 4,213 for one dependent. If you have two dependents, you get $6,960, so almost $7,000 for two dependents. If you have three dependents, they are going to give you $7,830. That's almost $8,000. So it seems like the sweet spot is two kids and no more, okay? But you get almost $8,000 if you have three dependents. Now, the reason I'm running these numbers down to you is because I know at next year y'all gonna be sending me these flyers going, so and so they're gonna get me $12,000 for three kids. Well, the IRS says they a damn lie. Okay. And I'm going with what the IRS is saying. Now, this is earned income tax credit amount. There is no extra stimulus money coming. There's no more recovery rebate. So if they are getting you way more than this, you need to be asking why. So I'm going to make it real easy. 4,000 for one, 7,000 for two, 8,000 for three. Okay. And if you have someone that's not a child, but they're just a dependent, like a parent or someone that's on SSDI, $600. Okay. So don't let these people make up these, because these people gonna lie and make these flyers up saying they finna get you all types of money. And this is why some of y'all are getting audited out the behind. Now, y'all know I got a story because I always got one. I had a guy. He let someone, y'all gonna laugh. He let someone get him a refund for $89,000 last year. Let that soak in for a minute. $89,000. What individual y'all know made that much money that they're going to get an $89,000 refund? Okay. That's ridiculous. Okay. And the person knew that it was wrong. And somebody else went to the person too, and they got a $30,000 refund. And I said, what's wrong with y'all? Are y'all hurting that much that y'all are going to let somebody put your ass in jail? It's not worth it. Now, let me tell you what people are doing. because I want to make sure that you don't allow them to do this to you. Because no matter if the other person lied on your taxes, you are still responsible. Okay. If someone is filling out a fuel tax, and I'm talking to my truck drivers out there, okay? Because most of you truck drivers, the fuel is paid by the company. But if somebody fills out fuel tax for you, you better run, because none of us qualifies for a fuel tax. You know why? Because none of us has planes. None of us work in the industry of where we would need to even use that form. So if somebody gives you fuel tax, and fuel tax will give you a large refund, but that's because it's not used for us. It's used for people who have in certain industries, and that mostly would be airplanes, airlines. And these are not companies. You don't have to be companies to file this. You can be a sole proprietor. You could just be in that industry and file that form. But I don't want y'all doing it. Okay, especially when you know that's not you. So I know we all want $89,000 refunds, but we're not going to do that next year. Why? Because that kind of stuff is going to land somebody in jail. Okay, so guess what? This person needs to fix those taxes ASAP. And guess what? They got the refund. They got it. So that now that they got the refund, the only thing they could do is have to pay all that money back with taxes, interest, and fees included. And the IRS is probably going to want to hang somebody's head. So y'all make sure that y'all don't let your tax preparer put you in jail trying to get you a nice fat refund next year. Because remember what I said, the IRS got money, and their systems is working. They got more people working. They got more agents working. And if any of y'all want a job, they are hiring. They are hiring for 12-month only jobs. Okay. So if some of y'all want to work, you can definitely go look to work at the IRS, because they definitely have 12-month roster jobs right now. So please don't let nobody get y'all in trouble. Okay. All right. Wada says New Jersey people saying there's a $400 coming. I didn't know what they were talking about. Maybe you know. I went and I did not see anything about New Jersey getting anything. But hold on. I will definitely look real quick. Y'all drop your questions real quick to see if you have any. Let me see. I'm gonna let you know now, because I'm going right here to the governor's page. First of all, you know how I know it's a lie? Because there is no articles dated past August stating that any money is coming. But hold on. Okay, hold on. Now, it used to be that you were going to get $500, but let me keep going. Let me keep going. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on, y'all. Look, I can read fast. Nope. Nope. Let me go one other place. Now I'm gonna go to the governor's site here for New Jersey, and let me let you know. And it's a property tax refund. Okay, let me see. Okay. All right. So um, it says if you need. Okay. So New Jersey is receiving, it says it'll be distributed by November 1. Did you get anything? And this says if you qualify. So to me, you may get some, but not everybody's going to get one. Okay. And if you need this information from your Governor Phil Murphy's website, why not send me a message on shamikasaves.com, and I'll send you this link. But it says you should get it by November 1st, but it's not for everyone. Okay. So it says if the information has not changed from last year, recipients will not need to file an application to receive the benefit this year. Benefits will automatically be distributed by November 1, 2023. And it says that you have until December 29th, 2023 to file an application. So that's the same thing that's going with Arizona. So some of y'all are going to have to do something in order to get this money. So if you want this information, please send me a message and I will send it to you. Thank you for asking for New Jersey. So there we go. Alabama, Arizona, New Jersey. Okay. Bam. Alabamians have to do nothing. Arizona and New Jersey, they have to do something. So if y'all know someone in those states, let them know to hit me up and I will send it to you. Okay. All right, let me see what else y'all saying. Louisiana don't never get nothing. You are not lying. IRS does have some work from home jobs. I'm telling y'all, y'all can go right to usajobs.com. The government is like everybody's working from home for the government now. So if you are interested in working for the government, you absolutely can. Okay. Did I put this video up yet? I think I did. Did y'all see my TikTok video to get y'all little $13.50? I don't know if you did, but I did and I got mine. Okay. I put that video up. I think it was today for the lidocaine. Okay. I don't know if you bought it or not. All I know is they said no proof required, and y'all know that's what I want. If it's no proof required, it's no proof required. So you get your $13.50. I found another one for $5. There are a lot of class actions coming out at the end of the year. That's because they know y'all too busy and not paying attention. But if y'all want it, I will send it to you. But the lidocaine one is already on my TikTok. You can just go right on there and go ahead on and claim it. If you need the two steps, if you get lost on what to do, I'll send you the uncovered page that has the instructions that don't have my face on it. I will send it to you so you know exactly what you need to click on to get that money. Okay. May not be much, but I don't care. Every dollar adds up. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. And anybody on YouTube got a question, y'all know to drop it. Please do so I can go ahead on and answer that. Kianzi, I think I'm saying it right. So I just booked an appointment. I can't wait for your guidance. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. It says the state stimulus should be here by December. Woo woo. That's right. Okay. Let's see. Cheryl says, I want it. Why'd I say go get it? How do you close an LLC? You don't have to do nothing but let that mug expire. Okay. Just don't renew it. The best way to close a business is not to renew the business at all. Make sure you close your bank account. You can let the IRS know that you closed your business, but the best way to let your business close is just not to renew it. Okay. And don't earn any money under it anymore. That's the best way. And again, if you're closing it because you are trying to avoid the SBA, you need to make sure you also have no business assets. So if they, and there's really no way for them to know that you have it, but in case they ask, you don't have nothing. I don't own that computer no more. I don't, okay? I'm just practicing. I'm telling y'all, you don't have it. I don't own it. I don't know what happened to it. I sold it. Okay. It's not like they finna come to your house and look for it, but y'all need to know what to say so you ain't putting your foot in your mouth and getting yourself in trouble. Okay. What else? Okay. Now y'all probably don't care about this, but I'm gonna just tell you anyway. Now, a lot of people got kicked out of the military because they did not want to get their COVID-19 shot. Well, guess what? The military is saying, please, can y'all come back? We do not have enough people in the army, and we need y'all to come back. So if anybody you know got kicked out, pushed out, whatever, because they did not get their COVID-19 shot, then guess what? You are welcome with open arms to join again because the numbers are low and they need you back. Okay. Now, anybody in Miami, if you're in Dade County, I think this is pretty neat. Dade County is allowing you to go to Miami-Dade College and get a free 2-year degree. Y'all know, I don't know if I think going to school is all that important anymore, being that everybody's getting their loans dismissed. And I'm about to get on that at the very end because we're almost done. But I'm just letting you know that they're giving out free degrees if you live in Dade County. Even if you are going to high school online, as long as you live and your address says Dade County, then you can get you a free degree. Now, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but if y'all know somebody, I got a cousin or a family member, y'all might want to change that address and that driver's license so y'all can go to school too. Okay, because Miami-Dade got online classes. Okay, I ain't telling y'all what to do, but it's just an idea. Now, if you want to go to school for free and get a degree, y'all know University of the People is a free college. I've been telling y'all about it. They give associates, bachelors, and masters. I think the associates is 2,000, the bachelor's is 4, and the master's is 6. And I think that's because you're paying for your tests. But other than that, it's free, and they accept financial aid and student loan. Okay, so don't think this. They got other places that's giving out basically free degrees as well. Okay, let me see. Oh, now this is a big thing, and then I'm gonna just leave it to any questions that y'all may have. Two things. If you have Navient and you have any private student loans, there is a big class action lawsuit that is coming out But let me see, I think hold on. Well, today is the deadline. It's so crazy. Today was the deadline for people to file, which is stupid. But if you have private loans and you went to Navient, they are suing Navient for, I guess, how they handled these loans. So y'all got until this evening to get in on this settlement. Y'all have to stay on these class action websites because I'm telling you, these class actions go fast. And this is how y'all miss out on putting money in your pocket by not staying on there. And y'all know my three sites are classaction.org, Top Class Actions, and classactions.com. Okay, I'll say them again: classaction.org, topclassactions.com, and classactions.com. Those are my three sites. I check them faithfully because $5, $2, $3, just $13.50. Next thing you know, I got $100 and I didn't even do anything but doop, doop, doop on my phone. Okay, this class actions is working from home. So some of y'all talking about work from home, that's a work from home job. And last but not least, before I take y'all questions, and this is probably the best part. Now, Department of Justice, because Department of Justice is who handles the bankruptcies, okay? And y'all know free and bankruptcy are my two favorite words. Guess what they are doing now? So you have always been able to discharge your student loans in bankruptcy, but guess what? Now they're making it so damn easy for you to discharge your student loans in bankruptcy. It's crazy, okay? So they put an article out that it's been an influx of students that have been like, man, we can't afford to pay these student loan payments and live our regular life, that now they are dismissing your student loans in bankruptcy, okay? And you only got to meet three little wimpy criteria. Now, I ain't even put the thing out on TikTok, or I didn't even make a video on YouTube. So y'all are the first people to hear it. So here goes. If you can prove these three things: one, that paying your student loans will put you in a hardship; two, hold on, okay, unable, okay, you're unable to pay the loan in the future, you made a good faith effort to pay the loan, and what's the third one? Hold on. Must meet three criteria in order to offload the student loan debt. Oh, let me start over. If you lack the ability to pay, meaning you don't make enough money to pay your student loans and your regular bills. Two, if you can prove that you are in a hardship, okay, because of these student loans coming into repayment. And then if you could prove that, hey, I made a good faith effort to pay it, but I can't, then you can put in an adversarial request on top of your bankruptcy, telling the court that, hey, I can't pay it and I need y'all to discharge them. One of three things are going to happen. You know, three is the favorite number with the government, seems like. They're either going to dismiss those loans 100%, or they're going to cut your loans in half, or they're going to take a certain portion of them off so you don't have so much to pay, or they are going to cut your interest rate so that your payments will be very little. Okay, so I'm almost certain they're probably going to make some of y'all pay some or cut the interest rate. But for a lot of y'all, they are going to dismiss them completely where you do not have to pay. And they're doing that because people are drowning. Now, y'all know I told you already, if you're drowning in debt, you need to file bankruptcy anyways. Definitely something y'all should look into. But now you do not have to worry about bringing your student loans back out of the bankruptcy with you. Now you can put them in the bankruptcy and the debt and the student loans go away. And if you are filing a Chapter 7, y'all know Chapter 7 wipe out all your debt. So now you adding student loans on top of it. Baby, y'all gonna be sitting nice over here, okay? So if you are struggling to pay your student loans, you know, because they don't came into repayment and you can't make it, you need to possibly look at filing bankruptcy. That is the new trend, okay? Bankruptcy used to be something people used to be embarrassed about. But baby, I tell y'all, if you're filing bankruptcy, you're a part of the rich club, because rich folks file bankruptcy while regular folks and middle income and low income people, we around here struggling, trying to figure a way out, while the rich folks sitting over there laughing, going, ha, we know what to do. Now y'all know what to do too, okay? So if y'all got any questions, drop them. Let me look and see what y'all are saying. And that is all the information I got for y'all tonight. I hope y'all got a lot out of it. Now, you still can do your borrower's defense. If y'all have not, I still want you guys to look at that list and make sure your school is not on the list. If you need the list, drop me a line. I will send it to you. Share it with your friends. Make a copy and put it up at your job, because people are drowning. That's why some folks come to work and got an attitude, because they sitting there trying to balance their damn checkbook and their numbers ain't coming out right. So bless somebody, be a blessing to somebody. That might be the best Christmas gift you can give somebody, by letting them know about the borrower's defense, and or letting them know that Shamika said you can also throw them loans into bankruptcy so you ain't struggling. Okay. The government knows people struggling, and they want to make sure that y'all don't know what to do. But my job is to tell you what you can do so that you have options. All right. So let me look at y'all questions real quick, and we're gonna go from there. It says, what if you already filed bankruptcy a year ago? If you file, and then what chapter bankruptcy did you file? If you filed a chapter 13, you have to wait one more year before you can file again. If you filed a chapter 7, you have to, unfortunately, you're going to have to wait 7 years, I believe. No, it's not 7 years. Is it 7 years? It might be 7 years. You got to wait until that time rolls around again. But that doesn't mean you can't put those loans on deferment until, you can always not pay them. See, the smart thing to do is have a plan. So if you know you already filed bankruptcy and now you got to wait however many years before you can file again, well, keep them loans on deferment. Go back to school, or put them loans in forbearance. Do whatever you got to do to eat up those years. Yes, your loans are gonna accrue interest, but you don't care, because you know you finna file bankruptcy. Because you could always throw your student loans in bankruptcy. You always could have, but now the trustees, the bankruptcy court, is now going to look at your loans or look at your case differently, because lots of people are unable to afford to make the payments. Okay. So having a plan is better than no plan at all. So if that is you, Tip, I would just put them loans on pause, live my life, and come back when it's time to refile and throw them loans into bankruptcy. Boom, I'm done. Okay. Princess says, is there any home repair grants for disabled? What state do you live in? You always can call 211, and you always can call your housing office in your state and ask them if they have funds for people to repair. Lots of states have funds where people can repair. They have extra funds. The same way they're cutting these rebate checks because they have a surplus of money and they're giving it back to you. They have surplus of money to give back to their constituents to fix up their homes. Because if your home is raggedy and you're moving out and you're going to another state, that means you're just taking your money and giving it to somebody else. And they don't want that. So 211, or call your housing agency. If you're in Florida, our program is called SHIP, SHIP. Okay. Other states may not have that same name because it changes depending on where you are, but they usually always have money. But it's not for disabled, it's just for anyone that wants to fix up their home. It says, what do you do if asked to repay SSI or SSDI for overpayment? Boom, put it in bankruptcy. That's what you do. If you got an overpayment, and I wish Miss Pam was here, because I've been, Miss Pam, if you're watching, yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, if you got an overpayment for SSI and SSDI, that means that you don't earn enough money to have a job. And if you ain't making enough money to have a job, you getting government income, you want a fixed income, you definitely should be filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy and throw that overpayment into it. Yes, you could throw food stamps, you could throw Social Security, you also can throw IRS debts into bankruptcy. If y'all did not know, the government will cancel their own debts. They sure will. Okay. So ain't no sense of trying to pay it, because you got to take that money out of your check. You already getting nothing now. So bankruptcy would be your best option. Okay. Aura says, I live in Dade County. Bam, Miss Aura. So Miss Aura, you need to send me a message, or send me an email or a message, whichever one, and I will send that to you so you can tell your folks. Okay. Anybody else that live in Dade County, please know that Miss Aura also does seals and what's the other one? Seals and expunges. Okay. She will help you with your application. Miss Amy says that's great news for people. It really is. I got very excited when I saw that, because Department of Justice usually don't make no fuss about, nothing. They stay quiet. They only report on fraud and all that other stuff. But when they said that, hey, we just gonna let y'all do it because it's too many people putting in these student loans, this is your time to jump on it. Okay. While there's a wave, y'all need to ride the wave and get those loans charge, dismiss, whatever words you want to call, throw them into bankruptcy and be done with them, or at least cut them in half. Shoot, I had $200,000 in loans, and the only reason mine are gone is because I was able to use the total and permanent discharge being a veteran. Okay, so if you're on SSDI, you can dismiss them that way. If you are 100% disabled veteran, you can dismiss them that way. If you're under a doctor's care that will write a letter saying that you will not be able to have gainful employment, you can dismiss them that way. Okay, but guess what? Another way you could do it, through bankruptcy. Okay. All right, let me see. Class action names again. Top class actions. Classaction.org and classactions.com. Okay, those are my three sites that I go to. All right. Medical courier information. Well, if you want, now you know what? I probably should do a video on the medical courier, but basically, if you want to be, well, you know what? I don't even want to get into that. Share, inspire. Send me a message on my website, and I'll get into it because I don't want to start a whole new topic because that's gonna be a whole new thing, and I'm gonna be in here longer than I want to. But send that to me, and I will let you. I'll give you all the details. Pretty D, it says, is Florida getting a stimulus? No, Florida gave out their money to their teachers already. There is no money coming to no Floridians. DeSantis said nah. Okay. Thank you, Miss Aura. Okay. Hey, Juanita, how are you? Jessica Wiggins says, I have it. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all just a couple minutes to see if y'all got anything from me. I know I went over 8 o'clock. You know, I know I went over a little bit. Arkansas, nope, I didn't see anything for Arkansas. So again, it is Alabama, 150 or 300. Arizona, you have to go to the website and you got to do something to claim your money. New Jersey, you also have to go to the website and do something to claim the money you're going to get. Okay. Y'all want me to do a video on medical courier? Let me screenshot that. Yes, ma'am, I will. Miss J says, I need to file bankruptcy chapter 7, but I'm married. Will it affect our ability to buy a home? It will affect your ability to buy a home by making you wait 24 months, 2 years before you can buy. That's the only thing that it does. And I could tell you right now, some of y'all got so much debt, you still won't even be out of debt in 2 years if you paid it by making the minimum payment. So sometimes bankruptcy is going to be the best thing that you can do because at least it's going to guarantee you can get a home. And before I go, I made one last video and I talked about repos. If your car is getting ready to be repossessed, file bankruptcy, chapter 13, so that you can get the car back. Okay, a chapter 13 makes the car dealership bring the car back if they took it away. If you file a chapter 7 or a 13 before the car is repossessed, it will stop them from taking it. But chapter 7, if you have back payments that you haven't made, in order to get that car back, you're going to have to make the payments to get the car back. And some of y'all don't have the money anyway. So your best bet is to file a chapter 13 so that they can return the car. Okay. So you want more information on that? I'll give it to you as best I can. But a lot of people are facing repossessions, and I'm just letting you know, if you know somebody that's facing a repossession, or if that is you, y'all need to start looking into bankruptcy. Y'all know my two favorite words, free and bankruptcy. Okay. Why? Because both of them work good for me and they work good for you guys. Okay. So, let's see. Is Georgia getting a stimulus? Nope. I'm about to get evicted and I need housing fast. Well, if you are about to get evicted, then what you do is when you call 211 to ask for any assistance, you do not tell them you're about to get evicted. You tell them you are evicted, because getting evicted and being evicted are two totally different things. Nobody gives money to people who are getting evicted. Why? Because you still got a roof over your head. But once you are evicted, you outside. So if you want that money, you better tell them people you are evicted. Okay? Call 211. That's how you get that money. What about New York City? Nope, they're not getting anything. Do you know of any good social media managers? Yeah, send me a message, Shane Inspire. You got another good question. I'll give you the guy that I work with. He might be able to do real good for you. Mississippi getting a stimulus? Nope. New York State, nope. Georgia, nope. It says I'm a preparer and a courier. Well, look at that, Jessica. Well, Jessica, come holler real quick. I know I didn't talk about anything, but y'all make sure y'all go check me out on my YouTube. I am almost at 20,000 subscribers. I'm very happy for that. And like I said, I know I don't talk about no gossip, but none of that stuff. I don't care about that because they don't put no money in my pocket. I am not Cassie, and Diddy did not pay me no all them 9 and 10 figures. Okay, he didn't give me none of that. So since he didn't give y'all none of that either, we still got to get it out of the mud. So if you are interested in how to keep your head above water, I'm the page you need to tune into because hopefully I bring y'all something good. Also, if you are interested in starting your own tax business, okay, I do have some slots still left. You want me to teach you. You want to learn. You want to have your own business because taxes ain't going nowhere. Okay, I know we got AI and the IRS is going to allow people to do their own taxes this year, but people still gonna mess up. They're always going to need a tax preparer, even in some form or fashion. If you are interested in doing that, send me a message. Okay. Some of y'all done text and y'all ain't text me back. So if you're interested, this is the time because it's going to be January before you know it. Okay. And you can easily make $20,000 at tax time real easy. You can get an advance. Okay. And remember, if you're on a fixed income of some sort, if you get an advance to do taxes in the tax season, it's not income. So you can go ahead and get all your money that you are going to earn from taxes before you earn it. And then it's a loan. Loans do not have to be reported as income because they loan it and you have to pay it back. Okay. So if y'all are interested, make sure y'all go to shamikasaves.com, drop me a line, and I'll do my best to get back to y'all tonight. But if not, I will get back to you so that y'all can get in on this tax class. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Okay. If y'all have any questions, again, please go to shamikasaves.com. I do my best to keep up with y'all. Will bankruptcy work for child support? It will not. It does not work for child support, and it does not work for any criminal fines or fees. Okay, everything else, yes, you can. Will Arkansas get a stimulus? It will not. Nevada, no. New Jersey, yes. We just talked about that. Why did I? Nope, I don't want to talk gossip. I look at it enough. I let Tasha K do that. Okay, I'm over here doing some stuff that gonna put some money in y'all pocket. Okay, if you want to learn how to do taxes, hit me up, please. I have no problem telling y'all exactly how to do it. Texas is not getting a stimulus. Oh, she said it's nappy Thanksgiving. Okay, I'll take nappy Thanksgiving. And no for Texas, Alabama, yes, they are. Fanny says, I just started my LLC business. Do I pay taxes in December? Have you earned any money? If you didn't earn any money, you have nothing to report. If you want to use it on your taxes because you had some expenses and you want to use it as a write-off, you absolutely can. Okay, but you don't have any income, so there's no income to file. Ohio is not getting a stimulus. Okay. Whew, I think I got all y'all before I got off. Okay. Well, be blessed. Remember, it is somebody that is always doing worse than you. So be thankful that you are able to wake up every single day. Okay. Make sure y'all give God the glory because he needs it. And say your grace before y'all eat on Thanksgiving. All right. So be blessed. And I will talk to you guys later. Remember, drop me a line at shamikasaves.com. Y'all got any questions? Okay. Bye. See y'all later. Bye. See y'all. Happy Thanksgiving.